Yeah.
I think we're okay there.
Sit down on the dog. Yes.
Okay, I think I'm happy now. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please stand? Generally, the bride and groom are a little bit quieter than me, but
Bit of a live stream on a budget because the other equipment is taken up.
right.
And like 500 was a bit too much anyway, so it's like 200 with the B
Oh,
rig.
I see. Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have like 4 cameras and mics and all that kind of stuff.
I did a little one at the Sandgate Park a few weeks ago, and the bride herself had just set her iPhone up on just inside the doorway, and we waved to Grandma, and off we went. Yeah, I think it was just to one person.
Yeah, it's like a Facebook live stream or something.
Yeah. Really hoping this wind would just hold off the hour. If we had a legal, I would say no, but we're not doing a legal. It's just, they're already married.
Yeah.
So, if that's going to give his family a better experience, then all we have to do is when I invite them to come and go to the table, you just have to move it back so that they can get into the table.
Yeah.
Right. It's not long enough to make it to the
So close.
isn't it?
I could shift it all forward. Yeah, I mean, actually, if you want to give me a hand, maybe just sort of bring it into the middle of it. The keyboard stand, so don't pick it up by the top.
Yeah.
The thing
Okay,
underneath.
so where am I going? Where is it going? All right.
Actually, put it on the camera. It's as close as you think you get away with, and then.
We okay? Are we okay there?
Yeah. Maybe a bit towards me.
Yeah. I don't think anybody needs to sit in these two chairs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. There's only two names ones, so. Just as we when I have to bring them to the signing table.
Yeah.
If you just come and take it so they're not going over the lead.
Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please stand? Oh, great, right, that's good. Right.
Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3. Weddings. Please don't rain.
go and find our lovely bride. Could you all make sure that your mobile phones are on silent or turned off, whichever you prefer? And if I could ask you please not to take photographs during the ceremony. It is being live streamed to Costa Rica, and we don't want the photographer getting lots of pictures of the backs of mobile phones. Thank you very much for that. And also, could you not post any pictures of this lovely couple on social media until they've had the chance to post their first picture of themselves? That'd be really kind. So Tom is now handing out some bags of confetti because we're a couple of people not here. At the end of the ceremony, we're going to do a confetti aisle. So what I'd like is the person on the end seat, take a handful of confetti, pass the bag along, and then the outside people, if you could get up and go around the back and extend the aisle, that makes sense, so that Kate and Cesar have got a lovely long aisle with the photographer at the far end, and then I'll tell you when to throw, lots of cheers, and it'll all look great. So we'll just wait for Tom to finish that. Okay, so I'm now going to make sure that Tom stops Cesar doing a runner, which I don't think he can do today, while I go find our bride. Be back in a moment.
Football. Broken my nose.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you all please stand? Katie? Yes, hello. Okay, now you can talk to me about Katie for a moment. Right now, Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lorraine Lane, and I'm delighted to welcome you all here today to celebrate the marriage of Katie and Cesar. As you will all know, they were legally married in November 2020, having been separated for some considerable time, and in the hope of Cesar's family being able to join them, they felt the time was right. Sadly, on that occasion, as today, Cesar's family have been unable to join them. However, they will be welcomed on live streaming, and they are in our hearts. So we will take a moment now to think of Cesar's mum and dad, Amalia and Cesar Sr., his brother Christian, and sisters Jessica, Cecilia and Katia, along with his lovely nieces and nephews. They are always in your hearts. But today, we will be able to celebrate the union of Katie and Cesar in a unique and personal way. Every wedding day is, of course, a truly special occasion. It is a point in time where the relationship between two individuals, which has developed over many months and years, is affirmed in the most intimate and meaningful way. Your presence here today demonstrates the care that each of you has for this couple, and it shows your willingness to support them as they embark on their future together as husband and wife. It is true to say that this marriage is not simply a union between bride and groom, but a bond between all of us who have already supported them through love and friendship, and it is a union together of family, friends and all others who share in their life now and in their life throughout the joyful years to come. Katie and Cesar are delighted that you are here to celebrate with them. For them, sharing the love they have found for each other is a perfect way to start this new chapter in their lives. Whilst the love shared by two individuals is an intensely personal experience, as it develops, it brings together a wider community of family and friends. When Katie and Cesar decided upon marriage, they were not just marrying each other, but marrying into a much wider circle of which you are all a part. All of you now share a tie, a connection, a link in some way or another. And it is this bond which will bind Katie and Cesar in good times and bad, throughout happy occasions and sad events. Love is more than an initial attraction or infatuation. Finding the right soulmate is a gift and is something to be treasured. And as time goes on, the trust and respect that you both feel for each other allows you to share and care for each other deeply. Katie and Cesar are enjoying their married life as friends as well as partners, recognizing that whilst life will sometimes take on a challenging role, they will be able to share the responsibilities equally, safe in the knowledge that their lives will be underpinned by the love they have found in each other. To find someone who we know shares our dreams and aspirations for the future, and whose ideals and values are in accordance with our own, is something to be treasured. To love someone deeply and know that those feelings are reciprocated is one of the most powerful. There are many different kinds of love, and I should imagine that all are represented here today. There is romantic love, the love of parents for their children, of brothers and sisters, and love amongst friends. Not only do Katie and Cesar love one another romantically, they also love one another as friends. Indeed, it would be true to say that great friendship is the most enduring basis for a good marriage. So, there are many aspects to love, and many steps on the journey to finding the person with whom you feel comfortable enough to contemplate spending the rest of your life with. As time passes, we learn more and more about our partner. We experience the joys of a relationship, and perhaps more importantly, the challenges posed by difficult times, until eventually We are certain that this person is the one who transforms us into the very best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. It is then that we instinctively know we have found a soulmate, and to be married to that person is the natural step we choose to make together and start one of the greatest of life's adventures. Katie and Cesar have chosen a poem, Always, which they have asked me to read for you. This isn't sometime, this is always. This isn't maybe, this is always. The real beginning of forever. This isn't just midsummer madness, a passing glow, a moment's gladness. This is love. I knew it on the night we met. You tied a string around my heart. So how could I forget you? With every kiss, I know that this is always. Take a moment. Sit while I think the story. It's okay. Okay. So, who could have imagined that a South American trip would lead to such a change of the lives of these two people? When Katie arrived for a few weeks in Costa Rica, she did not expect to fall in love. But then she met Cesar, who was working in her hotel. They quickly became friends, enjoying fun-filled days, late nights, and very early morning Spanish lessons for Katie. Although at that time Cesar had very little English and Katie only basic Spanish, they seem to have managed to communicate extremely well, with much thanks to Google Translate. Katie soon had to change her plans, not in fact going on to South America following a nasty hand injury requiring surgery in Miami. She had to cut her trip short and return home. A 3-month period of separation followed, thank goodness for FaceTime. Although difficult, they remained buoyant and ever determined to be together. Cesar arrived in Guernsey in September 2019 and the couple set up home together. This was a very happy time of learning each other's life and language and making plans for their future. Cesar proposed on Vazon Beach in January 2020. Katie did have a slight suspicion. It was such a cold day, but he was insistent that they went to the beach for a picnic, even though she really didn't want to. It was worth the trip, of course, and Cesar romantically taking one knee, Katie accepted with delight. Cesar had to return to Costa Rica in March 2020 to sort out his visa. He made it home the day before our world changed and Costa Rica went into lockdown. He was unable to return until August 2020, so followed a further 5 months of separation and a lot more FaceTime. This period put many things into perspective for them both. They missed each other so much. It really cemented their determination to be together forever. When Cesar finally arrived back into Guernsey, he had to endure 2 weeks of isolation in their flat whilst Katie returned home to Mum and Dad. Their only contact being chats through a window, so close and yet so far. After 10 months of the most settled time they have known, they were absolutely certain that their choices have been right for them. Cesar is football mad and very passionate about it. He supports Barcelona and Liverpool and Sevilla, his local Costa Rican team. So one game is always on, even at 3 a.m. in the morning with the time difference. Katie loves that she can tell Cesar absolutely anything. He is so supportive and generous with his time. She feels empty when he is not around. He has given up so much to be with her. His home, family, friends, work, the weather. even his language to a certain degree, though he truly admires how hard Katie has worked to learn his language, and their joint skills grow each day. Cesar loves Katie's organisation. She plans everything, where he is a bit more fly by the seat of your pants. He said, and I quote, "She has a lovely heart." As to the future, they wish to enjoy as many experiences as possible together. They would love to travel, buy their own home here in Guernsey, and adding to their family would be a blessing. But for now, a mini-moon in France and growing old together are the two certainties. Katie and Cesar, today you are affirming the legal commitment you have already made. You are declaring that you want to be with each other and only each other for the rest of your life, and that you will do everything in your power to honour the promises you are making here today. And so now I will invite you both to make that personal commitment to each other as partners for life. These declarations will form the basis of your marriage from this day forward. They are therefore some of the most meaningful and important words you will say to each other. I will therefore now invite Cesar to come across and stand on my left. And I will invite Katie's dad, Mark, to please join us. Amy, would you please take the first mic? Okay. So Mark, would you please repeat after me? Cesar, in giving Katie's hand to you today,
Cesar, in giving Katie's hand to you today,
we recognise that you have both chosen to spend the rest of your lives together. As we welcome you into our family, we know that Katie is now welcomed into yours. Thank you. If you would now please step forward and hand your hands together. Could you just step a little bit further? That's perfect. Thank you very much. So now your personal promises. And Cesar, would you please go first?
El día de hoy es un día muy especial porque al fin pudimos completar todo este largo camino que fue cómo nos conocimos, cómo nos empezamos a amar. Y doy gracias a la vida porque estás conmigo el día de hoy finalmente y concluí este ciclo para empezar uno nuevo. Y espero con todo mi corazón tener unos hermosos días como cuando nos conocimos en la playa, tomados de la mano frente al mar, y seguir en nuestro hermoso camino. Y doy gracias a la vida porque estás junto a mí, por siempre y para ti. Te amo con todo mi corazón y espero seguir así toda la vida. Prometo escucharte, estar contigo en los momentos difíciles, ser siempre la persona que esperas de mí. Y prometo escucharte y ser todo lo que
Read them out in English so we both can hear. Yes? Okay. So, Cesar has just told Katie, today I want to give you many years of love and devotion. I realised that you were the woman I had waited for my whole life. The starry nights that we walked together, holding hands on the beach in front of the sea. I realised I knew that I was in love with you, with your charisma, simplicity and personality that I love. Thank you for being part of my life, for helping me to be a better person every day, and I wish to grow old with you, and that on this path we can grow and love each other more and more each day. I promise to love you and take care of you always, to be honest and listen to you whenever you need me. I promise to always be the man you fell in love with, and be with you in the good times and in the difficult ones. I love you, Katie, with all my heart.
Cesar, on the day we met each other, I felt something between us that I couldn't quite articulate in English, let alone Spanish. What a whirlwind over the past few years. There have been challenging situations that we have overcome together, and we will continue to do so at last by each other's side. I remember back in Costa Rica, the times we spent together watching the sunset, you teaching me how to play pool and the Coco Locos. All the time we spent together allowed me to realise the connection I felt and I've never experienced before. And I feel very lucky to have found that in you, such a loving, funny man. I love you, and I could not imagine my life without you. I promise to experiment less in the kitchen, especially when cauliflower is involved. I promise to always be open and honest. Super verdad. I promise to love you in the good and bad times and enjoy the funny little moments that life offers us. I promise I will support you in your life and your dreams as we are a team. Love you always, Diana.
Cesar, do you give yourself completely and joyfully as you choose Katie as the person with whom you will share your life, in laughter and in sorrow, in good times and hard times, loving what you already know about her and having faith in what you do not yet know? Yeah, you said, yeah. Katie, do you give yourself completely and joyfully as you choose Cesar as the person with whom you will share your life, in laughter and in sorrow, in good times and hard times, loving what you already know about him and having faith in what you do not yet know?
I do, yeah.
Cesar has chosen Katie's brother Tom to be his best man today, and the wedding rings have been in his safekeeping. So Tom, would you please join us? Ladies and gentlemen, could you all please stand? Can you come here, please? Your wedding rings are a symbol of unity. An unbroken circle is a symbol of completeness, a symbol of committed love, a symbol of perfection and of peace. Whenever you look at these rings, I hope that you will be reminded of the commitment you are making to each other today in the presence of your family and friends. Katie, you go first this time. Please take Cesar's ring, place it on the end of his finger, and repeat after me. This ring I return to you.
This ring I return to you.
My personal gift.
My personal gift.
And my personal promise.
And my personal promise.
Of love and trust.
Of love and trust.
And pride that you are my husband.
And pride that you are my husband.
And as Cesar, please take Katie's ring. Place it on the end of the finger and repeat after me. This ring I return to you.
This ring I return to you.
My personal gift.
My personal gift.
And my personal promise.
And my personal promise.
Of love and trust.
I love and trust.
And pride.
And pride.
That you are my wife.
That you are my wife.
Thank you very much. Good. Would everyone gathered here now show their love and appreciation for this couple as I now invite Cesar to kiss his beautiful bride? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please be seated? Kate and Cesar are going to sign a ceremonial certificate along with Katie's mum and dad and her brother Tom. So first, Kate and Cesar, you can come out. This is very conscious of this wire. So Katie in first, please, Cesar in second. forward now, please. And Tom. Okay, so you just stand at the end. Okay, so Katie first. Special certificate which has been created to enable Cesar's family to sign this at a later time, even though they're not able to be with us. I hope they're enjoying the day.
Okay. Hang on to that one. I'll have that one. And then just lean into the table a bit, okay? And then just all looking this way. Thank you.
Return to your seats. We'll keep Katie and Cesar sat there for just a second. And I'm going to ask Deb to now please join me. Now ask Katie's mum Deb to read a poem for you, entitled A Special Person.
Sometimes in life, you find a special person, someone who can change your life just by being part of it, someone who will laugh with you and cry with you, someone who can make you believe that there really is good in the world. Love isn't a person you can see yourself with. It's the person you can't see yourself without.
Thank you, Deb. Okay, so now invite Katie and Cesar to come and join us. Made your promises and celebrated your union with the giving and receiving of rings. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that. Through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking and listening, helping and supporting, and believing in each other. Through tenderness and laughter, through learning to forgive, learning to appreciate your differences, and by learning to make the important things matter and let go of the rest. What this ceremony allows is for everybody here today to witness and affirm the choice you have made to stand together as partners in life. Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you please to stand once more? Family and friends, a marriage needs the support of a community, and each of you here today has been part of Katie and Cesar's journey so far. They hope you will continue to share in their future together. I will therefore ask if you will please pledge your support for this marriage, and if you do, please say, "We will."
We will.
Thank you. To this lovely couple, I'm honoured to have been part of your journey, and it therefore gives me the greatest of pleasure to pronounce that you are indeed husband and wife. So, as explained earlier, if the people on the end of the aisle could please start handing out confetti. Yeah. Okay, and then the people on the end, if you could file out to the back to extend the aisle. Yes, you've got to hang on to it tight in the wind, haven't you? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the new Mr. and Mrs. Sandy.
It swings, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. There goes my baby, rolls and a rock and roll, drives me crazy. Hot cold fever, leaves me in a cold sweat. Relax, get hip. All my tracks, take the back seat, hitchhike. Take a long ride in the motorbike, he's ready.
Yeah, great, yeah.
It's cold out. Ride, it swings, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. Kinda like it. Ride, it swings,
Oh, yes, it's cold. I just need to look up your website.
sure, yeah.
Ok, familia, gracias por estar aquí. Ahora sí, ya tenemos el micrófono encendido. No, estaba nervioso, la verdad, pero todo salió bien. Cambié un poco el discurso, pero todo salió bien.
Hola, Choro. Estamos terminando y no estoy nerviosa ahora, entonces todo bien.
Y no, entonces, una birrita ahí a la salud de todos y de ahí sí. Nos vemos.
Ciao.
Chao.
Oh, thank you so much, Lorraine. I was so nervous. I didn't think I was going to cry, and then you were saying the words. Beautiful, yeah.
When it all comes together, it's
Yeah.
so different from reading it on
Yeah.
a piece of paper when you've got the feeling and everybody's faces. They were all, you could see people were really happy and enjoying it. So your family, I hope they've enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you so
Okay, I'll join you up there when I've sorted
Thank
out my
you.
bits and pieces.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Carl. Oh, please, come for dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come,
please,
packs
yeah.
up and then come past.
Yeah, please, yeah.
Went well, we got through it, no rain, which is
I
good.
know, that's
So,
good, yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you so
Little bit of
much.
wind, but yeah, went well.
Thank you.
Family liked it.
Probably need this, I think.